Welcome back to the Rob Maness Show on Patriot.tv Live. That was a great conversation with author of Radical Betrayal, Anders Edwardsson from Sweden originally. But we've got some breaking news that we need to break into the show for out of CPAC in South Carolina. We've got the National Operations Director of Veterans for Trump with us, Chad Caton. Chad, are you there?
I'm good, Colonel. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, got you loud and clear, my friend. Hey, I know the South Carolina primary is day after tomorrow, folks. Did you hear me there, Americans? Go vote for Donald Trump as the president of the Mississippi chapter of Veterans for Trump. I'm here to ask you to do that. But, Chad, what's going on? I see you're at CPAC. What's going on in South Carolina? What do the folks need to hear about the current events there?
Just this morning, and my thing is, we're military, right, General? I mean, Colonel, sorry, I gave you I was with General Flynn the other day, so I'm trying to figure out which one you are. So you're a Colonel, he's the General. Got it. I always try to give you a field promotion. You know that, Colonel.
Go ahead.
In South Carolina right now, we have mailers going out everywhere. They're going to the Democrats. That's weird, right? For the Republican primary. Well, we have the most open primary in the world. It is a very disgusting deal because that's why the Democrats decided to put the Democrat primary ahead of the Republicans. That's why they put a Nikki Haley out there. They want this to hurt Donald Trump. They wanted to find a firewall. For some reason, they chose South Carolina. Maybe it's because of the establishment horde we've been fighting for the last 10 years. Frankly, I don't know. But what is happening, and for absolute truth, and Colonel, I will text these to you, there was 3 different mailers that went out to Democrat voters. And the idea behind the Democrat voter is off of the voter roll. They are realizing that there are strong Republican voters or strong Democrat voters. And right now we have mailers. And you ran for office, Colonel. You know exactly how expensive that can be. And that's what Nikki Haley or her dark money is doing in South Carolina. And I can add to that. 150,000 people as the Democratic Party went out and voted in the primary. On average, since the 70s, it's been around 400,000 to 500,000 vote in the Democratic primary. This year, 150,000. That leaves a whole bunch of room for people to do what the Democrats are calling Operation Primary Pivot. This is something that can happen, and I am here talking about it anywhere somebody will put a camera in front of my face because I need my South Carolinians all over the state to not become complacent because of the polling that you're seeing that Trump's up 30 points. Don't get complacent. Saturdays are in the South are for family. Make sure you take your family to the polls. Show your kids what it is to be a patriot and go out there and put that vote in for Donald Trump. Do not expect somebody else to do it for you because the Democrats are coming for us in a primary that should have been closed long, long ago.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I can't say that I'm surprised that Democrat Nikki Haley is trying to encourage Democrats, abusing the rules and the law to come vote for her so that she can try to make Donald Trump look bad for some reason. A question for you, though. The first one is, who's funding this?
It's dark money. Dark money is what they do, right? We have the lobbyists, we have the PACs. That's how you get elected. And we knew the Kochs were involved. The Kochs have since left them and said they're going to focus on the Senate. Who knows where the money's coming? Who knows if the DNC is doing it through their other PACs and funneling this money to make these mailers go out? Either way, Operation Primary Pivot is the goal. We didn't make this up as the conservative right. We didn't make this up. As a matter of fact, the message coming out of South Carolina is Trump's up by a ton. And that's fine, but it's not what we can sit back and sit on our laurels. Complacency in our job in the military got us killed. Am I right, Colonel? It can put us in a bad situation in South Carolina if in fact we become complacent and we read the polls and say, I'm going to go to that birthday party instead of making sure I go vote.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I'll be continuing to organize my volunteers to make phone calls into South Carolina for Trump on behalf of Trump through using Trump Talk. We've been doing that for several weeks, ever since New Hampshire, and we think we're having a positive impact on that. And I think folks are doing it all around the country. Chad, you've been on the ground recently in South Carolina. I know you're up at CPAC today, but you're going to the events. You're talking to the campaign reps. you're talking, most importantly, talking to voters. What's your sense of what's going to happen Saturday night when this is all over?
We're going to spank Nikki Haley. It's that simple. We don't have time to be talking about how this isn't going to work for us or where we don't. That's why I'm on your show right now, Colonel. I need all South Carolinians. I want the polls to be so packed that people don't know what to do with themselves. I want South Carolina and the establishment to recognize we, the people, are going to take control, and you and your friends, like you think is the way it's supposed to be, is no longer. We're coming after every rhino out there. We are going to break America first under Veterans for Trump and Veterans for America First, and we are going to bring this machine and change our republic for the better.
Absolutely, and that's why you're at CPAC right now, which it's been a while since they've had it in the D.C. area. I think it's at the Gaylord Hotel at National Harbor there again. What are folks talking about? I see brick suit behind you. So yeah, people that I know are up there. I'm jealous. I'm jealous that I'm stuck here in the studio. But so what are folks telling you in your travels around CPAC there?
You know, Colonel, what's really makes me feel good, it'll make you feel good. People are looking for answers. People are looking for ways to move forward. It's not a red pill situation here anymore. People are asking, how do I get involved in my precinct? How do I take back my Republican Party? How do we get involved to the point where we actually make a difference? This isn't where a bunch of people came to the Gaylord Hotel here in D.C. and want to be red pilled. People are learning. People are asking questions. People are conversing about how to get involved. And that's what's been exciting for me with Veterans for Trump and Veterans for America First, is that we are putting people in this coalition. We are building this to make it as big as we can to take back our country from the Republican Party to your city, your state, your county. That's where it starts. As our mutual great friend, and I just got done talking to Mike Flynn Jr. Just like General Flynn always says, local action has national impact. And today at CPAC, everybody is figuring out how they can get involved and bring back our republic to what we know under apple pie and the 4th of July. Hoorah, right?
Absolutely, brother. So one more question, and then I'll let you go. But when you're talking to folks up there about what's happening to Donald Trump and his family and what the government, the media cabal, the uniparty cabal, and I can't overemphasize it enough, it's more than just the Democrats. It's Republicans that have power too, that are attacking this man and his family through all means available. They've done everything so far except try to kill him. Are folks seeing that? How's their feeling about that? I think I saw a Charlie Kirk spot a little bit ago that he talked to the president yesterday. He's in really good spirits. He's optimistic. I mean, if he can be that way, are the Americans that are around you today and that you see in South Carolina, are they thinking the same way that doesn't matter what the cabal is doing through lawfare or whatever? We're going to move forward and we're going to crush this election, whether it's the primaries or the general. Are you getting that sense too? Because that's what I get, but I'm not out there with the crowds like you've been recently.
And you're right. I just got back from Kentucky speaking with General Flynn to the Republican women in Louisville, Kentucky. I've been home for 16 hours this week, and I'm going to not be back till Saturday. But it's the greatest thing I've seen, because what's happening, along with people trying to be educated, activated, and motivated, they are finding themselves becoming educated to the point where they're getting involved, like you and I do, in the minutia. They're getting involved in the Republican Party. These people are fired up. These people are ready to get back in the game or to get in the game for the first time. Just like I say after every speech, it's very simple, right, Colonel? Show up, stand up, speak up. It's your republic. Fight for it. You don't have to be somebody that understands the politics. You don't have to be somebody that understands the nuances. All we want you to do is what people are doing right here at CPAC, and that is standing with fellow patriots and saying, not today, Satan.
Absolutely, my friend. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to help us with this breaking news, my friend. And good luck on Saturday. I know you're going to be pushing voters like you do every single day, but we got to keep in there and fight it till the end, folks. So nothing's over till it's over. Go all the way to the end of Election Day. in South Carolina, and all the way to the end of these primaries, and all the way to the end of Election Day on November 5th of this year. And we are active. We are going to crush it because we're Veterans for America first. We're Americans. We're Veterans for Trump. And we're going to look like we are winners because we are winners. Thank you, my friend.
Colonel, what better place than when you're sitting here doing an interview, somebody comes up and gives you all glory. This is what this is about. This isn't a bunch of red pilling. This is getting it done under the guise of the fabric of this nation, and we're going to take it back. Each person's going to learn their place. Each person's going to learn how to do it, and I'm proud to call you a friend, Colonel. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to give you a live hit here from CPAC. God bless everybody, and don't worry about Nikki. We're going to take care of her in South Carolina. Don't let me down, South Carolina. Get to the polls.
Oh, we're with you. I'll be making calls tomorrow again myself. So that was Chad Caton, the National Operations Director for Veterans for America First, Veterans for Trump from South Carolina. Nobody knows South Carolina politics better than Chad, and for a live hit at CPAC, giving us the latest news there. So